On April 14, 2023, we lost Murray Melvin at age 90. He was a great English actor who had a great career in the theater, cinema, and television. It's a sad day for the UK when we've lost another one of our legends. Join Facts vs. UK as we present Murray Melvin's cause of death is utterly tragic. Murray Melvin was born August 10, 1932 in London. He grew up in a middle-class family in North London, where he attended school until age 14, as he struggled in his academics despite becoming the head prefect. After leaving school, he worked a variety of odd jobs before discovering his passion for acting. He worked as an office boy for a travel agent while he studied his craft and dreamt about making it big. Melvin's love for acting began when he joined a local drama group in London. He found the experience of performing on stage exhilarating, and it wasn't long before he decided to pursue acting as a career. He had to pause his acting studies for 2 years as he pursued his national service and got back to it shortly after returning. In the 1950s, he honed his craft and worked on developing his skills as an actor. Over the next few years, he worked steadily in the theater, appearing in various productions throughout England. But it wasn't until he landed the role of Geoffrey in the groundbreaking play A Taste of Honey by Shelagh Delaney that he truly began to make a name for himself in the industry. This play was his breakthrough and what helped him land role after role. He was making a name for himself in theater, and later he would move to cinema and television. A Taste of Honey was a groundbreaking play that explored themes of race, class, and sexuality in post-war Britain. It was one of the first kitchen sink dramas that later influenced television and cinema. Melvin's performance as the sensitive and vulnerable Geoffrey was highly acclaimed. The success of the play led to a film adaptation in 1961 in which Melvin reprised his role. The film was a critical and commercial success and earned Melvin the Best Actor award at the Cannes Film Festival. Melvin continued to work in the theater and also began to make a name for himself in the film industry. With this film, he also helped define much of his career. It showed he had a knack for serious drama, and he wanted to be a part of a new movement in British cinema and television. In the 1970s, Melvin continued to work in both film and television, appearing in a variety of productions. He also began to explore more experimental forms of theater, working with the likes of Samuel Beckett and Peter Brook. Throughout his early career, Melvin was known for his versatility as an actor. He could bring a depth and sensitivity to his performances that set him apart from his contemporaries. Murray Melvin's career milestone. A mention must be made of some of Murray's best film work. While he was highly regarded in theater and television as well, it was in cinema where he reached the widest audience. Let's first look at The Fixer. In this historical drama, directed by John Frankenheimer, Melvin played a priest. It's about a man wrongly imprisoned for a serious crime in the Russian Empire. The film was a critical success and is now considered a classic of British cinema. The Devils. Yes, Murray Melvin was in this film. One of the best British films that you'd want to see, or perhaps not want to see. In this controversial film, directed by Ken Russell, Melvin played the role of Brother Sebastian, a corrupt priest who incites a witch hunt in a 17th century French town. The film was banned in several countries upon its release, but has since become a cult classic. This is the film that perhaps defined Murray Melvin's career. It showed he wasn't afraid to work with controversial directors and storylines, and that unlike many of the stars of that time, he wasn't afraid to be an actor rather than letting his stardom overrule his choice of roles. The Krays. In this biopic about notorious British gangsters, the Kray twins, Melvin had a small cameo of a newsstand owner. The film was a commercial success and is now considered a classic of British crime cinema. In the film Princess Caribou, Melvin played the role of Lord Motley. His portrayal was understated yet impactful, highlighting his versatility as an actor. In England, My England, Melvin played the role of the Earl of Shaftesbury, a significant figure in English history. His performance was dynamic and engaging, as he successfully captured the regal essence of the Earl while also bringing a sense of relatability to the character. He added in many TV shows and TV movies, but it was probably in Doctor Who where his acting talents were most celebrated. In the popular sci-fi series, Melvin played the recurring character Cantankerous Old Man, a grumpy and eccentric character who assists the Doctor on his adventures. Melvin's performance was praised by fans of the show and helped introduce him to a new generation of viewers. Throughout his career, Murray demonstrated a willingness to take on challenging and unconventional roles. His performances have been characterized by their depth, sensitivity, and emotional range. Whether he was playing a vulnerable young man in A Taste of Honey, a manipulative servant in The Servant, or a sympathetic neighbor in The Pianist, Melvin has always brought a unique perspective and energy to his performances. He had incredible range as well. While he mostly focused on drama, he also worked in comedy and crime films. He was a favorite of director Ken Russell and was able to act in mainstream films and art films. His first credit was in an episode of a TV show released in 1959, and his final credit was the film Jusqu'à la Lie, released in 2019. That means he had a film and television career that lasted for at least 60 years. He had over 100 credits in film and television, and he's got 2 posthumous releases coming soon. Murray Melvin's life and legacy. Murray was a well-known performer in both film and television, and his career spanned over 6 decades. Despite his success as an actor, Murray's personal life was tumultuous, marked by both tragedy and controversy. He died in 2023 at age 90, leaving a legacy that was as complex as his life. Murray's early life was characterized by poverty and hardship. He grew up in a declining England that was losing its empire and recovering from the First World War and ready to enter the Second. Despite the difficulties, Murray was a bright and determined young man and worked hard to achieve success. He began his career as a stage actor in the 50s, performing in a variety of productions in London's West End. Despite the challenges he faced in his personal life, Murray remained a respected and beloved figure in the entertainment industry. He was known for his talent as an actor, as well as his generosity and kindness to his colleagues and fans. He dedicated much of his life to archiving theater material. Murray's death in 2023 was met with sadness and mourning from fans and colleagues around the world. Many remembered him as a talented and compassionate actor who had made a significant impact on the industry. He died without being married or having next of kin, and left much of his estate to his friend, theater director Kerry Michael. His legacy as an actor and a human being was complex and multifaceted, reflecting the challenges and triumphs of his life. He'll be remembered as a true icon of British cinema and television, and his contributions to the entertainment industry will continue to inspire and influence future generations of performers. Now it's time to hear from you. Are you a fan of Murray Melvin? What was your favorite role of his? Let us know in the comments section below.